Hi there, happy fall. I am coming to you from my front porch. I am actually watering as I put this video together, and I started thinking, why is fall the best time to plant? If you didn't know that, I wanted to let you know fall is the very best time to plant. And the reason is that in the wintertime, it gives the plant's root system time to acclimate and not have to keep the top balanced as much. And so it just gives your plant such a better jump start on life. Not to say that planting in the spring isn't a good thing, but planting in the fall is so much better. So I wanted to tell you that it is fall. Today is day one of fall. And I want you to start thinking through the landscape projects that you've been putting off, or the transplants that you want to do, or an area that you want to enhance. And I want you to put together some ideas, and I would love to hear in the comment section, what are some of your projects? And I want to show you some of mine today. So let's go take a walk and look at what I'm going to be doing in fall, and I want you to do the same. So let's go take a look. So let's start with my espalier. First, I need to buy a ladder because I can no longer reach the top of this to twist the vines. But I realized that I have this this container. I didn't expect my Carolina jasmine, which is an evergreen here in zone 7B. I didn't expect it to thrive, and I'm so thankful that it is, but I realized that the roots will not overwinter. This is a cold surface. This is stone, natural stone, and the roots are not deep into the soil that tends to act as an insulator for them. And so if I were to leave this and not repot it into something that's a little more substantial, then I'm going to lose all of this. And that would be such a tragedy. As you can see what's coming, it's mainly this section here that I would lose. So that is number one. If you have any ideas on planters or something that I could do, I am open to any sort of suggestions. This is looking so good, and I'm super excited, but I really need to focus on this. Second is this area. I ripped out the camellia that was here, and I want to plant something here. I am going to plant a Carolina jasmine to keep it consistent with the front, and I've got that there. I need to give it a little bit of water, and then I want to think about what I want to do. So that's number two. This area is my next area. These petunias have been phenomenal. They are from proven winners, and it is time to change them out. So I want to do something a little big here. So I'm thinking of really overflowing color in this section. So I need to really focus on what I want to do here. So that's another project I want to work on. Next is this area. I transplanted my camellias, one here, one here. So that's a project I just finished. And I'm going to sort of define this area and get rid of that plant right there. Next, I want to encourage you to start saving your milk jugs, if you haven't already, for winter sowing. Winter sowing is a fantastic way to get a jump start on your annuals and save a lot of money by using the winter sowing method. It's super easy, and I'm going to do that with you in a video. I did it last year as my first time, and I am hooked. So if you want to, you can feel free to go back and look at my video I did on winter sowing. You basically want to get translucent jugs, but I will show you how to do that. So start saving your milk jugs so we can do some winter sowing together. I am going to try and do all of my annuals this year in the winter sowing method. So we'll see how that goes. I am in my backyard, and this is sort of an area that is the last to get anything done to it. So it's kind of the afterthought or the armpit of my backyard, but I don't want that to continue. So this is an area that I am looking at saying, hey, I want to really upgrade this bed. It's a focal point. We have a beautiful patio area and fire pit. We have our hot tub we drained and we're doing some work on. And this is just a fun area. It's below our deck. and I want to redesign this. So this is another area. So be thinking of areas in your yard that you can enhance, you can renovate, you can transform, and it doesn't have to be big. It could be planting one tree. It could be removing one shrub, which is what I'm going to do with this hydrangea and these roses. Wrong plant for this location. So I have my garden in the background, and that will be a work in progress that I will work on a lot this fall and rip out. I think I'm going to let the ground rest over the winter and then plant in the spring. So one of the greatest aspects of fall is being able to renovate your lawn. If you have there's gnats. If you have a cool season lawn, now is the best time to really put a lot of emphasis and focus on that fescue, on that cool season grass. And so I have fescue, but I have a lot of weeds. And so now is the time that you would aerate and overseed, or you can weed and feed. You do not put weed control and seed out at the same time, because the weed control does not differentiate between what's a grass seed and what is a weed seed. So you will waste money if you do those at the same time. You need to wait about 6 weeks after you've planted your grass seed, or 9 weeks, 9 weeks after you've planted your grass seed to do the weed control. Or if you want to do the weed control first, then wait about 9 weeks, 6 to 9 weeks, to put your grass seed down. You can spray, you can use a granular weed and feed, and that does take the place of a fertilizer if it does have fertilizer in it. So anyway, the next thing that I wanted to talk about is the lawn, and that is something that fall is a great time to focus on. Okay, the last thing I want to talk with you about is your curb appeal. Change out those pots on the front porch. Make sure you hang a nice wreath. Change out your doormat. Because I do have the espalier, I don't really want to take away from that by putting pots on the front porch. We are a big football family, so I have my football mat, and that's about it. We did just add a fresh coat of mulch, which I highly recommend. Go ahead and we just bought the bags from Lowe's. This is double ground pine bark mulch, mini nuggets. And it just gives a nice little touch to not only your beds, but your tree rings. And I did it around my mailbox as well. That is a good touch for fall. All right, I think that about does it for our fall checklist and things that we could be doing in the fall and looking at. And I hope that you have found some inspiration and it has gotten those wheels turning, and that you are thinking about ways that you can also enhance your yard, renovate, transform, transplant. You name it, you can do it. I hope this has been helpful for you, and I look forward to hearing from you. What are the projects you're going to be working on in your yard? I would love to hear it in the comments. So I want to thank you so much for taking time to watch this video. I appreciate you, and I hope you have a fantastic day. Go out and get your hands dirty, and I will see you in another video soon. Take care.